and then we have it there exactly again. But we are in this trade. Let me pop something up real quick. Fuck, almost fucked up right there. But yeah, should get that going. We are up on pound USD at the moment. I just wanted to get through and be able to showcase this because I didn't show it from the exit last night. But we're trailing up in this at the moment. We are up just about 70 pips. If I change this to points, where is the profit? Profit is points, 56 pips. So counts a little different. But yeah, we're up on this position at the moment. So I just wanted to get this on. Currently I risk 1 to gain 4. I am going to go through, pull this trade to break even. Not break even, but I'm going to cover some of it. I'll actually show you the picture of the entry. So that is that just updating itself where it needs to be. And we'll just have to put that on so you can actually see it. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, so this would have been from last night. Discord gotta open. Update popped up over there. Let's just go straight to the bottom. So there's a lot of extra room here. This is the trade. So this one was a quick open and close. We end up taking this trade after going long. Sorry, after going short. We ended up taking this trade as the trade was breaking, price was breaking back through the highs. And you can see we just modified this 2 minutes ago. We moved our stop loss up into profit. So we have a bit secured. Our profit is trailing down just a bit. That's fine. 7 hours and 19 minutes we've been in this trade. So this goes from last night to when we actually entered this. I do have the stop loss covered now. Just a small position we entered on this one. And you could show that we're up basically 20. Yeah, something like that. So this is the trade we're currently sitting in. We will choose to exit once the momentum slows down. Like I said, so this was ended up being taken just because the lower sells were not looking too good, given that we had rejection 1, rejection 2, rejection 3, and it's just in this consolidation area. I'm like, okay, let's exit this position. We covered just about 7 pips on that total move before I had to go long. But I have some errands to run, and I'm going to head out on the road and just let this do its thing. We already have our stop loss set, and it's in profit. Trade is ultimately risk-free. It's been 7 hours. I don't feel bad, nothing like that about the trade. So I'm definitely down to just let that run and see what it does. I think we still have a few more good valid hours for the rest of today. It's only 9:45, so we can still go up to, let's say, 1 p.m. before the market starts to tire out. We'll see where we're at, where the likely retracement is. Do we need to close the position before tomorrow, or just let it keep running? But I would leave this running, but well, I could. I'm not going to be gone for too long. But I do have to head out for like 2 hours or so. This is the only trade. I haven't even seen the rest of the market, to be honest. I just woke up and I seen this. GJ rejecting the resistance here. Having quite a hard time, but I wouldn't say it's completely over yet. Yes, it is a strong rejection, but we still have these other levels for price to try to manage itself at. We are finally interacting with one of those candles, wick highs, previous wick highs, so we can be doing the same thing for this level here before I'm finding more reason to go up, but we'll get there when we get there. So far we just keep dealing with what we have on GU. GA is moving right now. We're up more than 200 pips for today. GA is a big mover today. Absolutely phenomenal mover today. GCAD. This one was easy to see. I didn't actually take a trade on this, but this is ultimately how it would have worked out. So this is a new day as well. This long candle that strikes down into that stop loss area, that's 22 pips. But yeah, we wouldn't be taking risk 1-for-1s, but you can see the pressure crazy to the upside. We're up. Not we're up, but this whole move is about 100 pips. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna leave this running, but we have some potential moves that we can secure larger on this. Price is still pushing. See the profits still going up. So the other areas that we have that we could potentially run into are going to be around here. We have some interesting areas around here. Not a bad move though. Overall, we're seeing that we could have carried it from the support areas that we're coming from. We have some key areas around here, and just to see that, geez, price is bouncing off these. We weren't having an easy time going down. Does that make sense? just like that. So yeah, in a few more pips, about 14 pips from where we are now, you can see how much into this zone we'll end up going. If it's just going to be a light tap, or are we going to push it to the right top of the zone, then form a bearish candle, or we're just going to keep going up. But it's looking at these zones mixed with the candlestick that appears in this area that gives me a key on whether we should be getting in or getting out of this area. If I end up sharing the video from last night, you'll see this trade here that I took on the short, and ultimately that I chose to just get out of this trade because it just wasn't looking right, you know. And I was also testing some other things, like, so you know that there is the auto trader, and so I was testing something with that, and so that's part of the reason why I got out of this trade. Thought it would have been a longer runner, but we ended up exiting this trade for good, for safety, and pushing this up. Yeah, I ended up just doing something like that. So still money to be made on the table for this one. I'm gonna hold it and see how we do in that next 12 pips or so. I would do the music thing, but YouTube's a bitch. So yeah, we're continuing to climb. I think we're like 23%. So a lot of movement occurred in the overnight. Probably went to bed like 3 a.m. something like that. And I woke up at like 9. So this is all the moves in the overnight. You can see 7 a.m. market got a lot of activity, but still just breaking out of the Asia range. You can see that the market is starting to build its volatility. Going to key levels, of course. But breaking out of that range up until that 7 o'clock hour where the market just booms. But yeah, ultimately when we come back to the charts, we'll end up seeing the Discord, what it says on this trade, or we'll just see where price actually went, what is the actual profit standing. But so far we went from having 3% covered, I guess, to 3% risk in the initial when the new stop loss is set, and it's ultimately set at 9 pips. Maybe we should get it to say how many pips it is. That'd be handy. We'll get it to say how many pips. And yeah, so we have some of our position covered, just about half of it. Tells me the spread, how much left of the candle there is, how many pips we're up. So we're up 57 pips at the time of this picture, and stop loss in place. We're gonna ride it out. We're gonna ride it out and see where we go. We'll come back and we'll see what happened. There's ultimately gonna be a picture when that's done, when we end up exiting, or the stop loss gets updated. But I don't think I'm going to update the stop loss anymore until we get some major moves, more major moves. I'd most likely update the stop loss between now and today if we can successfully interact with that area, that resistance area, and form some type of significant candlestick. If we can go up there and give a bearish candlestick, I'm more likely to move my stop loss up somewhere. Let me mark where I have my stop loss. It should be at 40. These lines are not even needed, but we're at 40. Put that right there. So yeah, that's where we have our stop loss currently. So there's not too many levels in between. Market did just push straight up, so we need some market structure in there as well. The red candle, if we get it at the resistance, is going to be the start of that market structure that we start getting, that we can determine where's our highs and our lows and where's our extremes. Okay, what else do I need for my little trip? Yeah, I got a busy to-do list today. See how that works out. But I'll catch you guys on the next live. When we come back, we'll see how the market deals with this. You guys, if you guys are in this trade too, I wonder if I can do that. If I could send you the alerts for this somehow. But if you're in this trade, you could definitely just exit at the resistance, and it should have you out of the trade properly. Let me double check something. Yeah, so you can always exit right at that level there if that's where you see you need to get out. You can also just wait to see how the market structure deals with this. Do you want to go to the next level? Take it in levels. Cool. I will catch you guys on the next stream. Do tune in. Don't miss out. I'll send these calls in the night, or I'll do them in the morning like I am now. Depends on what time I get on live, but come here, catch